Hello and welcome to FurryEarsWorld, where we are back on the FTB server, and we're still using the same dodgy keyboard, so we're getting to grips with it slowly. We got to wire this bad boy up. We got to get power to this system. We're gonna do the industrial craft bit first. We're gonna use the pickaxe. We're gonna bash a hole in the wall here, and we're gonna bash a hole in the wall here. We're gonna go down underground like this. We kind of need to end up under there like that. That's where we need to be for one. And for two, similar sort of thing. Similar sort of concept. We need to be under that one. There. There's a mine shaft down there. Let's just clog that up. We don't want what? We don't want that peddling. Whatever they're peddling, we don't want it. So that's those two machines set for life. Have I got any smooth stone down here? Let me see. Yes, I do. Excellent. Excellent. We do have smooth stone. I've got to remember to use Mr. Pinky on the shift key. I'm being. What's the word I'm being? I'm being wrong is what I'm being. I need to use Mr. Pinky. So we got cables, which should do as well. And do we have any means to make power? We have got a geothermal generator, which is a wizard, and all bang, and all bang. I mean, it's not... It's probably about as good as we're going to get, isn't it? So we're going to have our... If we have it there, we can bring that down there like that. This just needs to go along the floor like that. Hook that up, and then same along here. Hopefully... This, can I get out of the damn hole? That'd be ever so kind if I could. There we go. Just the right amount. Perfect. Screw the pooch completely, but just the right amount. Just fill all this in, because we don't want ugly holes in the floor. It's no, we don't want ugly holes in the floor. So now we need to power up the other side of things, or at least provide power generation for the other side of things. So we're going to use Mr. Tesseract. Mr. Tesseract, he said, picking up the right object this time, and hardened energy conduit, because we haven't got to shift that much power. We really don't have to shift that much power. So that's powered. That needs power. Maybe we can put Mr. Tesseract over here. That might make sense. That is another shazbat. Let's go through the floor. Mr. Tesseract can go on the floor, and that will be fine. We got big holes in the floor here. We got bigger holes in the floor than I was anticipating, which is fine. I can live with it. So we're going to come along this way. Obviously, we're not going to fall in the hole that we've just dug. We're going to fill that in nicely so that we don't die. Because nobody wants to die. Hardened energy conduits, please. There. Bring them down into the hole. Bring them along. A ways. Someone up there need power? You need power, don't you? You little buddy. You there, little... You little toe rag. You little scrote. You're going to need some power. Let's get you powered up. There we go. Chuck that in there. Chuck. Nice. It's going well. I'm pleased. I'm well pleased. Up and there and there. That'll do. Then the Tesseract can sit on top of that, and that needs power too. This jobby over here needs power. I think. Yep, that's the one. Okay, there's another hole in the floor. Nearly actually went down on that one. Nearly bought the farm. Nearly, not quite. Couldn't afford it. Backed out of the sale at the last minute. That's kind of the way it went there. But I nearly... Whoa, I'm flying. Cool. My new keyboard makes me fly. That's nice. There we go. So that should, if I program this Tesseract appropriately, power up all those machines. What do you think? Should we give it a crack? Should we give it a crack? You're going to be private. And we're going on tree power 1 with this one. You are ignoring all redstone signals, and you are receiving There we go, receiving energy. That should do it. Tree power 1, douche. Okay. Have you powered up? You're powering up, excellent. Okay, so if we give this what it wants, it will do what we want. That's just made what it was supposed to make. And it's shoved it into there. Okay, that's the coal chunk waiting to be compressed. So if I stick lava in there, it'll make a diamond for us. Let's stick some lava in there and see if it makes a diamond for us. This is the big test. For now, we're going to manually feed this system because I don't trust it. I really don't. I don't trust it as far as I can spit it. And I can't spit it very far because, you know, that's just not nice. But it's not far to go get lava. So, swings and roundabouts here, people. Swings and roundabouts. But if we give that some lava... would you like some lava? There you go. It's not a lot of lava. I'll grant you, it's not a lot of lava. That is now doing some compressing. That is now doing nothing. That hasn't got anything in it yet. That is... Where's that sand going? Why are you breaking straight down to sand? Isn't cobblestone supposed to go down to gravel? Oh no, it doesn't, does it? Oh no. Oh noes. Oh noes. It's crisis time. Heaven forfend configuration. No. Why isn't it dumping the sand in there anyway? Mysterious. Let's get some coal on the go. 2 stacks, 3 stacks, 4 stacks. 4 stacks of coal. Should be a reasonable amount. And that can go in there for now. Flipping heck. Give me the cobblestone back. Flipping heck. Have you just dumped something in there that I don't want in there? Stupid machine. Honestly. Have some coal. Stop dicking around. Yeah, there's sand in there. Alright, so problem here. How do you make gravel then? Is it the rock crusher? Let's see. GRAV. Gravel. Recipes. Pulverize netherrack. I don't really fancy doing that. Lacerate. The rock crusher. It might be the rock crusher then. Yeah, we can't. There's a chance. There's only a 10% chance of getting gravel from pulverizing cobblestone. So, it looks like we need the rock crusher, people. It looks like we need the rock crusher to go in there. So let's just pop that fella out with the right button combination. That's still not doing anything. Yeah, that's still not received anything. That's excellent. That's just built up a backlog of... Okay, that's fine. Rock crusher. Where can I dump all this crap that I just got? Oh, well, I'm disappointed that I'm an idiot. I don't suppose I should be, but you know, it always comes as a bit of a shock when you realise you're an idiot. And get rid of all that crap as well. That was when I restarted the quarry. Shouldn't have it in my inventory. Just bin it. That's all we're going to do. Rock crusher. Gravel in the... we can't do it that way, can we? We just need to look for the rock crusher. Rock crusher. Multi-block. Oh god, it's a multi-block. It's a 3x2. Takes 6 blocks to build a rock crusher. You are kidding me. 6 blocks to build a rock crusher? That means I need 8 diamonds to build this thing. And I've got steel. I think I've got enough steel. 8. Bloody hell. 8 diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 pistons as well, if I forgot them still. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, bloody hell. This is an expensive damned block. And we haven't got enough steel. Shoot. Let's go upstairs. Oh, I made it. I made my steam turbine job on my bob as well. So we got that in the bag. Okay, I've got some steel. I think I've got enough steel. I'm pressing shift with the wrong button. At least I'm getting there. Leastways, that's the way I'm looking at it. Block of steel. I need 2 blocks of steel. 1, 2. Thank you. And I need to clear that crap out. And then we need to click that. Douche, douche. 8. Alrighty. If this is what you want me to build, game, I'll build it. I'm not happy about it, but I'll build it. I don't know how this feeds into anything else. I think I'll have to take this out as well. And I'll probably have to sort all this out as well. We're probably having to revise massively here all our plans. But that's okay. We can do that. Massive revision. This should be getting... Yeah, it's got coal dust in it now. That's fine. That's doing its job. We're going to go through the wall. Is where we're going to go. We're going to have to. We have no choice in the matter. We need a rock crusher stat. Did that sound sophisticated? It was meant to sound sophisticated. I hope it came across as sophisticated. And I hope we don't have thermal expansion issues again. Because that would be bloody awful. It would be bloody awful if we had thermal expansion issues again. Alrighty, we need to build this thing on rock and roll. So that. Oh God, we need more. Oh lordy, lordy, lord. Why can't I count? What possible 1, 2, 3, 4? What possible reason have I got for not being able to count and throwing dirt on the floor? Just the right amount. Damn it. Sorry, steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Sorry, steel. I'm just abusing all my resources now. Just horribly. It's obscene what I am doing to my resources. I cannot believe this takes 4 fecking diamonds to make. It had better be worth it, I tells you. There we go, the rock crusher. Right. I guess, okay. We need power, which we're going to put in there. Like that. And we kind of need to put the igneous extruder atop it, which is going to go there. And that needs water and lava in it again, because I knocked the water and lava out when I took it apart. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this shouldn't be as difficult as it is. I'm guessing it is as difficult as it is. And stuff me. Nice. Nice attitude, game. Nice attitude. There, have a bucket of lava. And a bucket of the water. Cool. Where's this go? This goes in there too. That immediately fires up and it starts putting... Fine, that's putting stuff into there. That needs to be powered up. And I'm guessing that will then start doing its job. Yeah, it's not a salt block. Then this needs its output on the input on the back. Output, nothing on the top. We could actually output that way. That might work. Then we can put trash on top, like so. No, we need the back to be an input, nothing else. Yeah, that might work. So we need an item duct. I don't know whether this unit will automatically empty. I'm guessing it won't. Nope, it won't. So... are you making flint? You are, aren't you? You're making bloody flint. Have I got any gravel on me? No, there's some in here. Take half that gravel out. I need pneumatic servo. Have I got any left? No, of course not. Iron, glass, and redstone I need. Glass. Should be glass in the machine. This is not a subtle machine, I have to say. This is making a bloody racket. PN. New. PN. New. PNE. UMTIC. There we go. Wow. Something's been added to the mod pack. That's a little little unfortunate. Something's kind of pushed my stuff out of the way. Alrighty. So we need to add a pneumatic servo. Then we need to... I'm gonna bin. I'm gonna be radical here. I am going to close that off. I'm only gonna get the gravel out of it. I'm gonna bin off the flints because I think that's a little redundant. It's overkill. We've installed the pneumatic servo, so we want to say on this one, gravel only, whitelist. And this one needs to be ignore all redstone signals. And then stuff gets sucked out. That's full of gravel. Excellent. So at some point this will get a flint, he said optimistically. While this whole system chugs away like a big chuggy thing, we will block it in because we can. Do a bit of that. That looks ugly as hell, but you can't have everything in life. Let's get rid of that. Replace it with... no, not that. Replace it with that. Right, that should now... what is this doing? Diamond. Why isn't that being pumped out? Why aren't you pumping out? Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Why aren't you pumping out? Do I need to pump out of its bottom? Is that the problem here? Let's take that diamond out. Pop. Okay, pickaxe went in there, fair enough. We'll hang on. No, we'll hang on to that. What won't we hang on to? Them. Okay, that'll do. That can go in there, and I think we need some more item ducts. We need to bump that up and take out of the bottom. That's not doing anything yet. That's clearly not produced any flints yet, but I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll get the hang of it eventually. Item ducts. And I could do with Mr. Wrenchy Wrench. Ooh, we're going to be running low on item ducts here. Mr. Wrenchy Wrench. Power shouldn't be a problem. Oh. Ugly as sin. I've just had a horrible thought. I've just had a really, really horrible thought. You wouldn't like it. It's horrible. It's just a horrible thought. This power. Dag nabbit. Can I not pick them up? No, because I've got an inventory full of crap. Lever, and I'm going to need that lever probably. How can I... What's the best way out of here? That is probably the best way out of here. We're going to need more copper cable. God damn it. Douche, douche. Yeah, because the block is going to be sitting exactly... Escape. There. Like that. Now I need to go down in the hole. That machine is really doing my cake in now. Fill that in with smooth stone, baby. There. Nice. Let me see what's going on here. You've still not had any flints at all. Right, okay. Well, that's happily crushing away anyway, so we'll just let it crack on with that. Eventually it'll make flints, and this will all happen. I'm sure of it. Eventually. I need more cable though. Can I get that under there like that? That needs to be an output, and we got one of them, which goes there. And then we can set that to ignore. And then that should just pull whatever goes in there out. We just need to power the bad boy up. Which means grabbing this, this, and this. Which we haven't got room for. Is there anything we can get rid of? That, but we're going to need that back in a second. Douche. Douche and douche. Okay, and douche. Douche and douche. Nice. Nicely done. And that can go back in there. That can go back in there. That's not what goes in there. That can go back in there, and that can come out. Item ducts. I've got 3 left. Let's grab those 2. Okay, so that needs power. There we go. Then this needs to be removed. That's still not had any flints. That's fine. I'm sure the flints will come. So we need to go move this. God damn! I've got to thin the crap out in my inventory. I've just got to. The dirt has got to go, the sand has got to go, some of the cobble has got to go. Still quarrying well, so that's good. This wrench gives me that back, which is good. Then we need to nobble the top one, make a hole in the ground like that, and bring the cable. Douche, douche. Douche. Probably one more. Like that. Can I fit through? I can fit through that gap. That's a bit cheesy, that. I wouldn't have thought you could have fitted through that gap. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. I'll take what I can here. Seeing as how I'm generally struggling. There we go. And then we get our machine, our compressor, back in again. There we go. That's powering up. And then we have the output on it, which is that. There. We should have Where the hell? Okay. That's what I wanted. Item duct back. Goes in there, and that goes on that one. And we set this to be that. And then ignore redstone signal. Is that doing anything yet? No. I've still not received any flints. Yeah, we're going to need to give this thing a shot in the arm, I think. Which we can do easily enough. Have I got some obsidian here? Yeah, I've got 8 obsidian here, and I can just give it... How many of these do I want? I think I want half a stack. I think half a stack will do. So, let's just give it a shot in the arm for now. And then this one can have 8 obsidian waiting in it. They've gone somewhere. They're in there being compressed. And we're just waiting on things to arrive here. So will these pass out of the compressor? Here's the big challenge now. Will this work? Will this work? Well, it made it and it went somewhere. It made it and it went somewhere. Showed up here. Excellent. Don't know what that is. C. Oh, mini crafting table. Okay, fair enough. So I would say that's working now. We've got that pounding away, that pounding away, that has done its job. It's just waiting on more stuff. We'll let that build up with flints for a bit, I think. How's this looking? We've got 2 in there. Right, so it's definitely working. That's out of power. Let's get some more lava in that. Otherwise, the compressors will just grind to a halt, which I suspect is what's happening in there. Just dead compressors, which nobody wants. We could easily just pop ender tank on top of this geothermal generator just to keep things tickety-boo. That would be a plan that would work. So how's that looking now? Yeah, it's off and running again. There's a bit of a hole there, which we don't really want. So this is our diamond production facility. This is going to solve our great diamond crisis. But not if it doesn't start producing flints fairly soon. I mean, we must have pounded away at a fair old chunk of cobblestone now. Do we still get F-L-I-N-T? Macerating gravel. Pulverizing gravel gives you flint. Pulverizing gravel gives you flint. We're pulverizing gravel. Oh. Damn it. Let's just stop all the outputs and see what happens. Yeah, that's why. And just in case, we're going to have yellows go upwards. That's why. There we go. We're now getting flints. God damn it. Why does that say it's got no coal? Why are you saying you got 4 coal in? You're glitchy, my friend. You're glitchy. Let's get 4 more stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. My God, we could actually hold all that. I'm staggered. I don't trust any of these systems to tell me exactly the truth. Sulfur. Ooh, we are getting a byproduct. We are getting a byproduct. Sulfur. Which side are we going to dump yellow out to? Not that side. That one. And we're going to need another trash can next to it there, which we can do easily enough. Torch is there. Smooth stone, we've got. Chest, we've got. Shump. Douche, 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 douche. And douche, douche, douche. Nicely done. Trash. There you go, you can have the sulfur there. There we go, sulfur is now going. This is now doing its job. This is now doing its job. This has done its job. And that's still not pulling diamonds out. Well, this works pulling out of that compressor. Why doesn't this work pulling out of this compressor? Is that saying there's nowhere for that to go? Of course it is. Of course, why would it be saying anything else? Why would it? Diggy dig dig. Dig, 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 dig. Throw the digger on the floor. And then we need to bring... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Nope. That's what we want. What if we do that? What if we get rid of this on the bottom? What if we get rid of this and we just get rid of that on the bottom, which gives us our thingy back, and then we just go douche, no, douche, douche, and then we say that's a output, turn it on, and ignore all redstone signals, and then our diamonds go into the, there we go, sorted. I didn't need to move them up in any way. It's all just cock and balls. Honestly, wasting my time here, people. Wasting my time. But we have a diamond crisis, and now we are working towards resolving that. As I was saying in my speech at Brighton, that's out of lava. Yeah, I need a better way of getting lava into there, but we're doing the job. We are doing the job. Now that that's happily thumping away properly, we can turn, we got a lever, we can turn, if we, that'll stick to the front of that, we can turn that off. Good, good. I don't think this can take a redstone signal, can it? I'd be surprised if a redstone signal turned that off, because that's kind of what we need to, should we try that? I think we're going to try that just as a... I know we're running over time here, people. I'm a bit pressed, you know, but I'm going to try. See if I can't. Just turn that off. No. No, we can't turn that off, but at least we can turn off the igneous extruder. So we've got 3 diamonds so far. That's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. So let's just say, for now, from FurryEarsWorld, where it is actually working, the diamond machine is making diamonds, which is what we wanted it to do. We are going to say, ta-ta, ta-ta for now.